Welcome everyone to another observability clinic, another Dynatrace app spotlight. Today we put the spotlight on the SaaS Upgrade Assistant. That's an app that helps you if you're a managed customer to upgrade to SaaS to leverage all of the new capabilities. And with me today I have Radek, who has actually created this app with he and his team. Radek, thank you for being here and showing us this cool app that you built.
Thank you. Likewise, I was really looking forward to showcase the app to you and to our great community.
Perfect. Without further ado, please give us a quick overview of what the app is all about, what it does, how it helps, and then I think the most exciting piece is going to be a live demo.
With a pleasure. So, SaaS Upgrade Assistant is aimed for Dynatrace managed customers, Dynatrace managed users. Mainly, it's targeted for the cluster administrator as a person who is responsible for replicating the configuration that was built over the months, years in managed to SaaS environment. We all know that teams and Dynatrace users invest a lot in time to build their great dashboards, their alerting profiles, building management zones so they can filter out the data that they are really interested in. And that would be a really pity if they would need to start again while going to SaaS. So here we have prepared SaaS Upgrade Assistant that actually unlocks the time and gets you or as a customer an easy way to replicate the configuration through an easy configuration import, through progress tracking, configuration browser, some assistance in troubleshooting when something goes wrong, and a visual configuration updates. And that all reduces tons of the time. So our customers can leverage newly built innovations in SaaS like Grail, like App Engine, workflows sooner.
Cool. Well, can we see this live as well? See how people
Of
can
course,
can use all of it?
that's what I came for. So let's do the live demo. I have prepared some cases to you to showcase the app in action. At first, we'll start from our Dynatrace managed part. You can then refer later on. I have prepared two dashboards here for our App Spotlight demo. Notice these two dashboards are owned by my Dynatrace managed admin user account. I have prepared also two management zones, some automatically applied tags. We have a private location running on an active gate that I have migrated already, of course, running a synthetic monitor. So a really basic configuration that I've prepared. And the whole journey of interacting with the app actually starts on the managed side, because what you need to do is to go to your cluster management console, open your environment, select the environment that you want to replicate in your SaaS environment, and just click a button to export the configuration. Let's proceed. It takes just a few seconds in order to generate the archive that we'll need to store on our local computer. You don't need to install any new software. You don't need to learn any new tool. It's simply interacting with the product. Now let's switch to our SaaS side. That's my SaaS environment. And how can you get the app really intuitively as any other app? It's in our hub. So when you go to the Dynatrace Hub, you search for SaaS Upgrade Assistant. It's already there, available as on-demand app for any SaaS, AWS environment or Azure environment. Of course, you will see if you are here for the first time an install button. I've already installed the app, so nothing else I need to do than just open this. So the assistant here guides us. First thing to do, we need to upload the data, obviously. And that data is the data we've just exported. And let's load it, right? So that's our environment. We've just exported. Let's look inside. And now our assistant tells you, hey, you've uploaded the data. Maybe you want to review them first. Sure. I want to review them first and show it to you that we have quite a lot of configuration, even though that's a basic configuration. Here are the two dashboards that I showed you. I've prepared a synthetic location with a monitor configured. I'm pretty sure that, and also auto tagging rules that I have prepared for the Spotlight. So you can really quickly browse what you have in your managed environment, what you're gonna import, and decide what you want to do with this. So next step, we for sure need to run, and in order to run, usually a token is required to be created. So the configuration that you've uploaded is, we authenticated our SaaS environment to actually ingest that configuration. So that's fairly easy. No need to jump to token screen, figure out what are the scopes you need. You just click to create the token and save it, and it's there. So I think that's the moment everyone waited for. I'll just click run and see what happens, right? So we see now the configuration that we've uploaded is being deployed to the SaaS environment. Last few seconds, you see 633 configuration objects are be imported, and that's quite a small number. Typically for small managed environments, that's around 1,000 to 2,000 configuration objects. For medium, it's around 5,000 to 10,000, and for big environments like 20,000 plus, even 100,000 plus. And you can, if you can think about those numbers, you would probably not want to replicate that manually. So a tool is really needed. All right, so the import has finished, and what we've been notified, all right, almost everything was imported, and there were some issues. Let's check what happened. So what are app tells that there is actually a problem with a Spotlight location. That's our private synthetic location. With a configuration JSON file, because we use underneath our configurations code Monaco. So that's the JSON style configuration. And you don't need to be an expert to understand all of these. SaaS Upgrade Assistant make it easier for you, right? So it told you, first of all, hey, the deployment failed because I don't know the ActiveGate ID with that ID. And because of that, I couldn't deploy, and I skipped the deployment of other configurations. If we see the dependencies, these are exactly these ones. So the monitor and two configurations related to that location. So that's quite obvious. We couldn't migrate the location, so also the other relevant configurations were not created. Right. But let's see what actually worked, and we'll tackle that problem in a minute. So first of all, let's see if the dashboard was migrated. And we see here only my one dashboard here. Where are those two that I created on the manager side? Well, probably you don't see them because they are owned by the admin account, which doesn't exist in SaaS. What SaaS Upgrade Assistant helps us to actually do we can.
I think you want to change the status to from fail to all. You see the
Yeah,
filter?
exactly, Andy. And that's always good to have as per eyes here. So we want to go to our dashboards and see exactly what's happening. Indeed, we see the owner of admin. So what we want to do, we actually want to update those ownership to my test user that I'm logged in. I want to preview changes. Okay, I see that indeed that's the change. So saving this, and SaaS Upgrade Assistant also has found that the admin user as owner was visible in the other dashboards and asks me if I want to see the other dashboard for the change. Of course, I'm interested in that as well. Accept, and this was updated. So that also, SaaS Upgrade Assistant also helps you to visually fix the problems, update the configuration without going and messing with JSON files if you're not the expert. Let's then tackle the second problem we have seen, that synthetic location. So this one. And again, we see that the active gate is unknown. Okay, that's unknown because we have installed a new active gate in our SaaS to host our synthetic locations. And it generated a new ID that we need to update. So again, we don't need to mess with the JSON files. Let's leave it for experts. I want to edit my active gate ID. In order to do, of course, I need to go to the deployment status of my SaaS environment, see indeed that I have my active gate here. Here's the ID, and I'll pass to the configuration. Hey, that's the ID. Actually, I want that location to use. Let's preview the changes, accept. And now what we need to do is redeploy the configuration. And now let's see if we fixed everything.
So while this is running behind the scenes, the first thing you did in the very beginning, you exported your configuration. That means exporting it as Monaco. Then you could import it here again. But nice thing with the app is it gives you a visual indication. It gives you a visual editor of all of these config files, but it only forces you to work on those changes that actually need attention. And then you can run it, you can import it. You always get feedback on what worked, what didn't work. Really cool. That's really, really nicely done. Yeah.
That's exactly the case. Perfect
Yeah.
summary, Andy. And what I find the biggest beauty here is that you don't need to learn anything. You don't need to be
Yeah.
expert in JSON. You don't need to be expert in configuration as code.
Yeah.
You just click, 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 and you're done. So the import has finished. Let's see if our dashboards appeared. Indeed,
Perfect.
here are their success number one. And the second thing, we were interested also in seeing synthetics. Synthetics are here. And let's see my private location. It is here.
Mm-hmm.
And indeed, it's assigned to my active gate. So perfect. Everything worked like a charm or like a breeze, as we stated at the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Right. So that was the SaaS Upgrade Assistant. What I would like you to also to leave you is, first of all, if you want to learn more, visit our documentation. It's everything quite well described with some examples of how to use the app. If you're a managed customer and you are not yet sure if you can go to SaaS, you want to check, you want to pitch it, take the readiness assessment. In simple 6 questions will help you to decide if that's a good moment for you to go to SaaS or not. And the third thing, if you're already using the app or you will use the app, don't forget to leave us the feedback in our community forum, and we'll show all the links just below the video, so you have it on your hand.
Perfect. Radek, thank you so much for this breeze over the new application that helps our customers to upgrade from managed to SaaS. We will do another deeper dive session, go into some of the details and show some use cases. But this was a great first app spotlight. Thank you so much. And hey, I'll see you soon. And folks, check out the app and happy upgrading.
Enjoy. Thank you, Andy.
Bye bye.
Bye.